Just a short distance from me, on the border of Montana and Wyoming, are the gorgeous Pryor Mountains. They are considered a sacred place to the Crow Indians, who have named them the Arrowheads. And according to legend, they are the home of the little people. But that's another story. But there's something else very precious found there. Something that I have fallen hopelessly and shamelessly in love with. Something that, like magic, has me under a deep spell that lures me back there time and time again. No, it's not the breathtaking beauty in all the stunning colors, although I will never tire of it. No, it's not the majestic Bighorn sheep, although I'm always thrilled to come across them and observe their behavior. No, it's not silver or gold, or even precious gems, in the literal sense. It's the stunning, magnificent, wild horses. Many people love these animals. What's a little one? They come from far and wide just to get a glimpse of them, and there are numerous locals who follow them, name them, and keep track of their changing families and the sire and dams of foals.
Look at this one. That's a pretty... He's gonna... What's he... Look at him. He's mounting right behind him, like stepping.
There are a couple of organizations designed to protect them and their freedom. Links are in the description. According to the Pryor Mountain Mustangs Center, they are believed to be of Spanish descent and an endangered breed now known as the Spanish Mustang or the colonial Spanish horse. I think that little one's wanting to play. But it doesn't matter where they come from to me, other than being an endangered horse may help to keep those men who would have them removed at bay. Another case of freedom versus money. Just like humans, there are those who would brazenly steal their freedom away and send them off to slaughter. Just like those horses, people just want to be free to live their lives as we see fit and raise our children. Life begins for all of us in our separate parents' bodies. Then, for most of us, two people come together in a moment of an expression of love and the union of two becoming one. Then we begin to form and develop, surrounded by the protection of our mother's womb. We are born naked into the world, a joyous bundle of pure innocence, armed with an extreme determination, using a concoction of enormous hopes and intense desire to get everything right, mixed together with unconditional love, stirred with our insecurities and emotional wounds, and blended together with all the knowledge we have been taught and gathered along the way. We raise our children in hopes that their lives will be filled with joy, accomplishment, armed with the knowledge and values to achieve all their wildest dreams. From the moment we are separated from our mother, we spend the rest of our lives seeking the imperative human requirement of connection, and yet striving to combine that core need with our longing for the freedom of independence to create, make our own choices, learn from our own mistakes, and mold it all together to create our lives as we see fit for ourselves, without the judgment and unwelcome interference of others' opinions, judgments, and desires for us. In the last 6 years, especially, it seems, although not exclusively, there has been a colossal rise of narcissistic people of America who have made massive mistakes and choices in their own lives, but who have somehow come to the delusional conclusion they know what is best for everyone, right down to what people think and believe. They have armed themselves with the deranged, psychotic deduction they are exceptionally superior to all the rest, and all of humanity should bow to their will and obey, or, armed with their exclusive artillery, viruses, and ciphers, they will continue to bring upon us all their abusive, sadistic wrath and vengeance, leaving massive despair in their wake, like a physically and emotionally abused wife or child who is frenzied with extreme fear of their inferior brawn for defense and escape, in hopes of salvaging some peace and security in their lives. Many people, armed only with their misguided expectation that if they obey, life may return to normal. These people have kowtowed to their bidding. But abusive people do not aspire for truth and integrity. They only aspire for self-gratification over others. After all, they succeeded in coercing the people to bend to their will, or at the very least, looking the other way, filling their egos with a sense of great fulfillment and power, so they only move on to more antagonistic, aggressive behavior. The only way to stop abusive people is to stand rigid and unyielding to their will and perverse, ludicrous demands. We owe it to ourselves, our children, friends, family, and all of humanity. We must say no. Wonder what's gonna happen when the two bands meet. Our freedoms are not granted to us by words written down on any document and signed by any person or group of people. They are not granted to us by how many possessions, pieces of paper, gems, metal, silver or gold we have gathered in our wallet or portfolio. They are not granted by our gender, the color of our skin, who we choose to sleep with or love, what religion we choose to follow, what culture or traditions we hold dear, what beliefs or views we have gathered, or what country we were born into. Our freedoms are not granted to us by our talents, beauty, or how large an audience we put ourselves in front of. They are not granted to us by any one person or group of people, no matter how loud they make themselves. Not by bosses, police, judges, mayors, governors, kings or queens, presidents, or any person who were voted for or cheated their way into presumably powerful positions, who were put there only to defend and protect our freedoms from those who would like to steal them. Just like these elegant horses and all other animals, our freedoms are ours simply by being born and sharing this earth. Our freedoms are not granted, decided, or approved unless you allow it. Power is only an illusion. Anyone only has the power that others allow them to have. Without others and their consent, there is no power. I want to thank y'all for stopping by. I'll see you soon.